Hi guys, so welcome to our next video about Football Index. This one's going to be all about selling and our transaction history. So some of the most frequently asked questions I hear of on the forums or people asking me is what's the difference between market sell, instant sell, can I access my transaction history, these sort of questions. So let's just quickly talk through this. Now you can see the Football Index stock market portfolio here. So if you want to sell, you've got two options. You just click on the sell price. You can either instant sell at £2.9. That means you'll instantly get that £2.9 immediately. You'll then have to pay the 2% commission that you have to on all sales, which will be taken out, and I'll show you that in the transaction history in a moment. The alternative is to join the sell queue. Now, this is where you're selling to other traders on the market, so it may take some time, but you'll usually get more money. You can then set a reserve price. So the reserve price is meant to be, it will not sell this share if you drops below £2.12. Now, the problem is a lot of traders have noticed that if you list 100 shares, if one share sells at over that £2.12, it will then allow all subsequent shares to be sold regardless of what the current market value is. So if he then drops to £2, your shares will continue to sell when they get to the queue at that £2 rate. Now, it's not usually that much of a problem because generally when you sell shares, they usually go in a large chunk, and it would only really be an issue where you've got something like an injury and your player's price is diving through the floor. So you just want to think about that and bear in mind that that set reserve price doesn't always work. The other thing that you can come into with this is another frequently thing is, why can't I instant sell? What's happened? So if I take this guy here, I just bought a couple of shares just to use this example. So he's IPO today. There is a block on IPOs for I think it's 72 hours where you can't instant sell them. So if I try and instant sell him now, instant sell is temporarily suspended on this footballer. Now that's a message you'll see very occasionally in Football Index. The two most common situations for that are IPO players who are blocked for the first X number of hours, and then serious injuries to players. So if say Neymar picks up an injury, it's happened last season, the market will react very quickly. And as soon as the price starts to plummet, Football Index will put a lock on that selling function. And that is purely to protect the market, to calm everyone down, let everyone reevaluate the situation, and then that will reactivate sometime within the next 24 to 48 hours. So it's not locking and securing your money away. It's purely just to control the market during times of severe fluctuation. And normally when this has been done in the past, it's massively calmed the market, resolved the situation, and you'll even see players start to rise again after that. So actually, it's probably doing you a favour, that lock. It's stopping you from making a rash decision and taking a big loss. So the next thing is to have a quick look in the transaction history. So this will just show you what it looks like when you do sell people. So you can see here that sold 194 Coutinho. Now that was sold to market. I then had to pay commission on that. So I paid 2% commission on that at 388. So this just shows you how you get the sell price and then you get the commission. So just bear in mind that whatever you're selling at, you're always going to have to pay that 2% commission, factor it into your sale before you sell, because some people do get burnt by that. So the next thing about this transaction history is people ask me, is there a quick and easy way to get this? Well, yes, sort of. It's not exactly quick, but it is the easy way. And that is you just email Football Index customer services and they will send you their full transaction history in a nice little Excel format. Comes out and looks like this basically. So you've got all your transaction dates, whether it was deposit, purchase, commission, sale, etc. How much you paid, how many you got, and what the amount was for all those things. So you can see some of my very early trades here back in October 2017. So this is just exactly what you want. You can then do anything you want with it. You can work out your profit on loss on players. You can just have a quick look at the history of your players when you join the index, all those sort of things. So the last thing I wanted to talk about today is something that people encounter quite often when they're very new traders. So there will come a point where you will get a block on your entire account for withdrawals, purchases, deposits, everything. Now, all this is Football Index blocking your account while they wait for you to send them ID. So you need to contact Football Index customer services, send them your passport, your driving license, and some of your bank information. And that's just purely for a gambling check to make sure that you are who you say you are over 18, you are a resident of this country. All the gambling regulations which they need to meet to allow you to use the index. So just bear that in mind. It's not because it's a scam. It's not trying to rob your money. As soon as you provide them with that information, they will unlock your account. You can do everything you normally can. It happens to all of us, so don't panic when it happens. And that's all I wanted to cover for this video. So thanks very much, guys.